Alright people, welcome back to another lesson. In this one, we're going to be tackling a Gomez tune. I haven't done any Gomez before, which is a shocking statement for this channel, because they are amazing. Now, if you've never heard of them, go and check out their Bring It On album, which this tune is from. This is called Make No Sound. It's only got, I think, 3 riffs, but I'll show you all the noodly parts as well. So let's crack on and have a look, shall we? Now, to be able to play this, you need to use this chord shape, which is, I don't know what chord it is actually, but you're going to have 7 on the E, 7 on the D, the A string, going to be muted by a little bit of meat from your third finger. But then the top half of it is just 7005. You shift that down to the 4th fret, down to the 3rd fret. So the chord shape is the same throughout, right? And then you've got this. And you've got this backbeat that's being played along with it, right? So you're going to play. So that is root note, upstroke to catch the top half of the chord. And if you only play the top 2 notes or 3 notes, doesn't matter. To be honest, I don't think I play the D string much. But you fret it in case you accidentally hit it and then you don't make a horrible noise. So the first part, you hit those notes dead, karate chop, get that going, right? That's what you're aiming for. Right, that's the first part. Then you move down and play an upstroke from the position in the 4th fret, right? Then you're going to play the root note again. And another upstroke, right? So. You repeat that same phrase then down one fret. So, slowly, the whole thing. And there you're playing open, E, slight bend on the 3rd fret on the B, and then the open B. And you can keep your 3rd finger where it is if you want. And then you'd have to put it back down there. Up to you, whatever's easiest. So you might find it tricky getting back to that first chord when you start playing this. So the whole thing slowly. Second time is just a slight variation where you hit upstroke and then the root note. Alright, one more time, let's play it around together, okay, to speed. 2, 3, 4. Etc. Then the chorus, which is just lush, is 4 chords. A B, some sort of A suspended chord, a G major 7, F sharp major. How nice is that? But you're going to be arpeggiating with the same pattern throughout, and the pattern is, so you do an ascending part for the first 4 notes. That's the same, right? And then you've got an alternate pattern for the last half. Okay, I didn't play that exactly right, but never mind. So, slowly. just lovely, isn't it? Such a nice chord progression. So, first part, then, so it's an octave, and then a fifth. The second chord, you might struggle to change to and get it clean, right? So, you want that to all ring out. So, once more through the chords. And you're back into. Now the middle eight is a little bit trickier, I guess. It's not too difficult, but it's just a variation on the verse, basically. First half of it goes. Second bit's just subtly different. You play. You're just playing open B and E rather than 12th fret on the E. Alright, so first part is the same as the verse. Then you're going to play, you could play 7-0-7, because you're going to play that D string there. So the first bit slowly. Then 10th, 12th. So, first bit slowly. And the second bar is bit bluesy again, right? Open E, 4-0-4 on the top three, and dampen. Then 2-0-0 on the top three. Again, that's an upstroke. And then another slam after each one, right? Then this run down. It's just a pull off from the third, the second to the 0. And then the second fret on the G. And then the second time round, that's the difference, right? Then the same second part. So all together slowly. A few other little nuanced bits. For the chorus you'll hear which is basically just adding at the end, right? You're just adding an extra note. So rather than playing, you need to be able to play. So I'm fretting that. It's a difficult way to fret it, actually. First finger, in fact all my fingers are involved there, right? Bar on the second fret, and then put your second, third and fourth finger on the fourth fret. And the next one, you need to move your third and fourth back down one string, and then flatten your first finger on the second fret there. Picking pattern's the same. For this one, you want your thumb over the top for that so that you can have your first finger free to play the second fret on the E string. And then that last F sharp major is just standard. Play that around 3 times, and then coming out you'll play... You just play that rhythmic part on the F sharp. Simple enough. And then the outro, there's just a few fills. So we're going to play... That's the first fill. It's just at the end of the phrase, right? Okay. Second time round, instead of playing, you play... Very subtle difference. So it's... Third time's the same as the verse. Then the last time... And you've got this. To end.